Kid accidentally gives cop his fake ID. That's the title of today's video from Midwestern Ohio Police Activity. Let's jump right into it.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
How are you guys tonight?
How are you?
Good. I'm Officer Nouse with the New Britain Police Department. The reason I stopped you, you guys got license plate light out. I didn't notice
okay.
until you guys passed. It's like completely dark back there.
Okay, so the police officer states that the reason why he is pulling them over is because a license plate light is out. Remember, a police officer can pull you over so long as they have reasonable suspicion. I'm going to assume in Ohio it is a traffic violation to have a license plate light out. Now, this camera doesn't really give us the best indication of whether or not the license plate light is out because the police car is illuminating the back of the car. If the light does appear to be out, that is certainly enough for reasonable suspicion to pull over the driver.
Is this my insurance? Is that my insurance? Or?
That is your registration, which is fine.
Do you need my insurance?
Yeah,
Is
that'd
it
be great.
registered? Okay.
That'd be great. Where you guys coming from tonight?
Yes. I'm just bringing people home.
Oh, okay. You guys in the back?
No.
Notice how the police officer is trying to act nice and maybe inquire some more additional information that has nothing to do with the license plate light being out. I do not fault the police officer for doing this. This is kind of their job, but remember, you can be smart. You can be smart about it. You can zip it. Keep the conversation to a minimum. Be there. Give him your license and registration. Cooperate with that respect. Take your ticket and then leave.
Let's continue. I'll put those back. You got your ID on you, man? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, now he's asking for the passenger's ID.
Time to Google.
After a quick Google search, this is according to the ACLU of Ohio. If you are in a stopped car, you must show the officer your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance upon request. In addition, your passenger must provide name, date of birth, and address upon request. However, this point seems to be moot because this gentleman appears to be cooperating. He's going to give the police officer his ID. This is a point that we talk about a lot on this channel. The police really do want you to voluntarily cooperate, and sometimes that is not in your best interest. So I'm not sure if this gentleman actually has to give his ID so long as he says his name, date of birth, and address. However, on your ID is your name, date of birth, and address, so that is obviously the easier way, but they are technically different. Again, I'm not an Ohio lawyer, so I don't know. Let's see where this goes.
So, who's been drinking? I can smell the...
I
smell.
have
Okay.
been.
Have you been drinking, man?
Very low.
Very low. How much have you had to drink?
Just a couple sips.
Just a couple sips of what? What kind of beer? Sorry, what? Bud Light is like...
Now the passenger has just admitted to drinking solely based on smell. Notice how the police officer never said anything about smell when he pulled them over. And also notice how he didn't pontificate any reason for drunk driving or any suspicion of drunk driving when he pulled them over. It was solely based on smell. He was trying to be their friend at first, to get cozy with them, and then boom, he hits them with these questions. Now, if these passengers knew their rights, they would know that they don't have to admit or deny anything. They can just zip it.
Last answer. All right. Is there any alcohol in the car?
No.
All right. Not right now.
Notice how he says not right now, trying to get them to admit that at one point in time, they may have been carrying alcohol. These things matter. These things matter.
I'm gonna go ahead and check your car for. Is that all right? Check for alcohol, and then I'm gonna run you through some tests. Okay. Since you and are you over 21? How old are you? 19.
I see where this is going. Y'all see his ID? He's got the horizontal ID. I'm assuming this is just like Texas, where if you're under 21, your ID goes up and down vertical, and if you're over 21, it goes horizontal. So the fact that he gave this police officer a horizontal ID and then confessed that he was under 21 probably is a red flag.
What's your address? Is this your address? Is this your ID?
Yes.
So you handed me a fake ID. Why'd you hand me a fake ID?
I go to college. It's common there. It's. I'm sorry.
You understand it's legal, right?
I don't understand this.
It's not illegal to possess it, but what you just did is illegal. You can't use it.
Oh, the passenger says it's not illegal to possess. So technically, maybe, like there are some novelty ID places, you know, and they'll say, oh, that's not illegal because anybody can have a piece of plastic that says anything, but it's the intent. How are you going to use it? Certainly giving a fake identity to the police is a no-no.
All right, so what both you guys do, step out for me, okay? Ma'am, have you been drinking at all?
No.
Okay,
I got an underage consumption on my back, so I just do the.
I got you. Which house do you live at?
I live
Is it the
like.
same one as?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
yeah.
got you. Don't worry about it then. You got your real ID on you, man?
Sidebar, I have a lot of respect for this kid keeping the Santa hat on. Why not, you know?
I'm really sorry, officer.
I just don't know why you gave me the fake ID, you know? Is that you in the picture too?
It is, yes.
Okay.
It is.
That's actually very important because it's one thing to lie about your age. It is a whole separate felony, probably, to impersonate somebody else. Okay, let me give you a hypothetical. I have two fake IDs. One fake ID simply just lies about my age. It says the wrong birth date. I'm trying to pass as 21 years old or over 21 years old, and I am not, but it has my real name. And then I have another fake ID. That is somebody completely different, somebody else, somebody that I am trying to impersonate. Well, the second one, that could be identity theft. That could be additional felonies. So why did the police ask if Santa Claus hat guy was the guy in the photo? Well, because he wanted to go down that rabbit hole.
So how'd you get your fake ID?
Through a website, through friends.
Do you know the website or your friend took care of it? Okay.
I do not.
All right, that's fine.
There's a lot of things college people did. I mean,
No, I understand, but you know, when an officer asks you for your ID, you can't give him a fake ID. I was 19 once too. You know, we're human.
Yep, and you're being completely very understanding. To go back home, do I need to call my parents or can I go back for?
Oh no, yeah. Since you're over 18, it's pretty much all on you now.
Okay.
And you're not going to jail.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty much what I was asking.
Now,
Okay.
I will be setting up charges, you know, for the fake ID and then for the for drinking underage.
Can I get the real ID back tonight though, or do I have to order a new one? It's
Your ID, you get back, but I'm taking the fake ID.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I completely understand that. That's, yeah.
All right, so you gotta do, step back to my vehicle real quick.
all right.
With your back against the front of my car. Okay, what I need to do is follow the tip of my pen.
So at this point, you might be asking yourself, this kid doesn't seem to really be impaired at all. Additionally, he wasn't the driver. Why are they doing the DUI test that you see? Well, they aren't just DUI tests, they are tests just to prove intoxication in general. And if you are underage, the state probably has a zero tolerance policy, meaning if you took a breathalyzer and you blew a .0000001, that in theory is in violation of the law. So here, this kid has already admitted to drinking, and now they are just trying to get more evidence to use against him.
I was just wondering if it's that long.
The whole test?
Yeah, I didn't know it was that long.
I'm actually not done with it yet, but the only thing I gotta do now is just go up and down.
Okay.
So same thing, don't move your head, just move your eyes. All right. You wanna take your hat off? It's up to you. If you wanna keep your head warm, it's cool. All right.
R.I.P. Santa hat. I thought he was gonna go the whole time with keeping it on. Gave him too much credit too soon.
Okay, where are you going home tonight?
To my house.
To your house in Minster?
Yeah.
All right, get home safe. Okay, here's your real ID back, okay? Like I said, I'm sending charge up for the fake ID and then also for underage drinking, okay?
Okay.
All right, you guys get in your car,
Yeah.
stay safe.
I'll get a email and a bill about this.
Yeah,
and-
well, you're gonna get mail in the,
Yep.
you know, okay? You're gonna get information on your court date and everything like that
Okay.
in the mail, okay?
Yeah.
So just be looking out for that. It'll come to the prosecutor's office.
Oh, he's gonna be looking out. He's concerned about his parents finding out. You know he's going to be checking the mail of his parents' house very rigorously in order to find that court summons. Okay, today's takeaway. 1, know your rights. Know if you are a passenger in a car in the state that you're in, do you have to hand your ID over to the police? 2, if you do, don't hand over a fake ID. That is literally the worst thing you could do. They will just run it right then and there. You will get caught. Terrible idea. 3, if you find yourself in a bad situation, the best thing you can do is zip it. This guy handed a fake ID. That might have been a huge mistake. However, then he made it worse by admitting to drinking, and he got additional charges because of that. However, he was respectful, calm with the officer. He did get to go home and not go to jail. There's something to be said for that. All right, that's it for today's video. Bye.
Big verdict.